Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for being here for this week talking about the hottest comics coming out July 7th, 2021. And please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you're most excited for this week. Starting off with my top picks, it's going to be Skybound X #1. And boy, am I excited for this. We're finally getting an Image event where all of our worlds are finally colliding, all thanks to Robert Kirkman, and it's going to be a really cool, fun event. It is happening weekly, and with each new issue will be first appearances. So I would keep a lookout on that, and apparently issue number 5 is going to be one of the craziest ones because it's going to show Robert Kirkman's next big project or next big character that he's going to use. So I am very hyped for this. The solicitations for this sound super cool. Celebrate a sensational 10 years of Skybound with a cable of favorite creators, all new stories of your favorite series past, present, and future. Each issue of this oversized weekly series will kick off with a new chapter of a serialized The Walking Dead story, Rick Grimes 2000, by Robert Kirkman and Ryan Ottley. In addition, we'll be debuting all new series and characters every issue, starting with the first appearance of the most requested Walking Dead character of all time, Clementine, star of the best-selling Telltale Games The Walking Dead video game series. Did we mention new Ultra Mega and Manifest Destiny stories? If you want to know what to expect in Skybound's next 10 years, it all starts here. And I'm a really big fan of Skybound. I think they do some really great work for Image. I really like Redneck, and Ultra Mega has been really impressive, so I am looking forward to this event. Hopefully it's the event of the year. I'm very excited. Also, we have Fight Girls #1 this week. This is a Frank Cho book. He's writing it, doing the art, the covers. He's pretty much nailing this comic. And it is an AWA Upshot book. These have really piqued my interest because they are very much like TV shows in a way. Each one is definitely a concise story of either 5 or 6 parts, and pretty much if it's a really good series or a really good storyline, you'll get a season 2 pretty much. And I like that quite a bit because, you know, most comics in mind, they think for the long term, but if they don't end up doing good, and then you don't really get an ending, you know. So I like that it's just like a small, concise story, and I'm excited to see what Frank Cho does because his art is fantastic. I love his full-figured women. I think it's really, really great. And this one is 10 hard-as-nail women face off in an ancient contest of champions where the winner truly takes all, the title of Queen of the Galaxy. To win the challenge, each contestant must survive the hazards of the planet's harsh landscape, the ferocious predators on and below its surface, and their fellow contestants. This edition of the contest has a twist. One of the contestants is infiltrating who has her eye on something bigger than the prize. Who is she, and what does she really want? So, I'm hyped for this. There's also a really great Mike Deodato Jr. variant, so choose which one's your favorite. Also, we have Masters of the Universe Revelations #1, and I am looking forward to this new Masters of the Universe series. I am a big He-Man fan. My whole family is a big He-Man fan. We've always been big He-Man fans, and I mean, what could be better than to start off with a comic book leading into the new Netflix show? And it's written by Kevin Smith. I mean, it's some of the best. It's a win-win. I think it's a great choice to pick up for Wednesday. My bad. And this is the official prequel to the Netflix television. So I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to see what happens in it. I do have some theories, but I'm going to hold those off to myself because I don't want it to be any spoilers or anything. But I'm really looking forward to Skeletor and Evelyn. Very excited. And I can't wait for this comic. Great covers, by the way, too. A really great Stefan Sajek and a really, really good Mike Magnolia cover. So, very excited. Also, Nice House on the Lake #2 comes out finally, and #1 was a killer success like I knew it would be, and I can't wait for this #2. I thought #1 was so surprising and good. It kept me on my toes. I'm very excited to see, you know, what happens next to these characters and how this apocalypse is going to become. I love the covers. Even the cover A really reminds me of like modern day horror posters, which I love. I love the dark tones of the blacks. So I am really looking forward to this, and I know a lot of people are, so I can't wait. Also, we have Geiger #4, one of my absolute favorites. Jeff Johns, you know, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson, they're doing a fantastic job, and that last issue really got to me. If you haven't read Geiger, stop what you're doing, go to your local comic book shop, and go buy Geiger 1 through 3, because number 4 is coming out this Wednesday, and I highly recommend it. It has just been incredible, and I'm just on the positive uphill battle for it, so I cannot wait to see what the Oregon people have for Geiger in store, you know, and I just can't wait. Now time for our series shoutouts. These are comics that aren't necessarily my top picks, but I do think you should check them out if you're interested, and maybe be on the lookout for a couple of variant covers or two. So first up, I have Basilisk number 2. I really liked number 1. Cullen Bunn, he is a great horror writer, and I think Boom really allows their creators to shine in what they specialize in. So Bunn being able to open up his horror genre and do what he feels is best is some of the greatest work. So I'm really looking forward to number 2. It seems really great that we're going to start getting more of the past meets the present and how it all really ties in and what the actual Chimera is. So I can't wait for this comic. There's some really great covers as well as 2 1 in 25s, one a Virgin cover by Martin Simmons and a Raphael Albuquerque, which I really love. Also, we have Godkillers Tomorrows Ashes number 1. This is a Black Mask comic, and Black Mask, it has been becoming more and more popular lately, so I kind of wanted to just give him a little time to shine. Godkillers was actually a comic previously and is returning. So it's back from Matteo Pizzolo, who did Calixit, and Anna Weissquix. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. The comic that Zach Thompson said pushed me further than I've ever been pushed returns to ratchet up the chaos and roar through the comic market, spitting punk rock fury, thundering into your eyeballs, and running roughshod across your brains with its often mind-bending, sometimes horrifying, always clever and devious tale of sci-fi magic, apocalyptic sex, and submersive mind bobs. And this one stood out to me a little bit more than some of the other Black Mask because I really like the covers. I think the covers really shine. There is a 1 in 15, but the 1 in 30 is definitely what caught my eye. I also know that they are sending stores a 1 per store for this. I do not know what it looks like, unfortunately, yet, but I would be on the lookout for that just because I know not too many stores probably ordered this. So if you can find some of those rare variants, I highly recommend picking those up. Also, we have Ordinary Gods number 1. This is a new Image title. It is written by Kyle Higgins and drawn by Felipe Wantabia, and it's for fans of Old Guard and God Country, and that already appeals to me. I know a lot of people really like Old Guard, especially once the Netflix movie came out with the Charlize Theron, and God Country was my first Donny Cates comic, so it was very special to me in a way. I'm very excited. I mean, Kyle Higgins is doing a great job on Radiant Black, and this one sounds really interesting. The Luminary, the Prodigy, the Brute, the Trickster, the Innovator, 5 gods from a realm beyond our own, leaders in the War of Immortals, at least they were before they were trapped, sent to a planet made into a prison, forced into an endless cycle of human death and reincarnation. Christopher is 22. He's got 2 loving parents and a 12-year-old sister. He works at a paint store. He's in therapy. He's one of the 5, which means in order to save everyone he cares about, Christopher will have to reconnect with his past lives and do the unthinkable, become a god again. So the solicitation really reminds me of like Wiccan Divine, and Wiccan Divine was one of my favorite storylines, so I cannot wait, and I hope Kyle Higgins does this comic justice because I think it's a very creative idea, and I can't wait to see what he has. Also, Red Sonja, Black, White, and Red. If you're interested in those Black, White, and Red titles, or like Superman Blue and Red, Batman Black and White, there are a bunch of small short stories put into one book by a bunch of different creators, and this one contains Kurt Busiek, Amanda DeBert, Kat Staggs, Mark Russell, and Bob Q, as well as Benjamin Dewey. So, I mean, if Red Sonja is your thing, you like those types of comics, I would be on the lookout for this one. They have some really great covers, one by Lucio Perillo, which I really enjoy. So, I mean, if you're interested, highly recommend checking these out. If not, you know, if it's not your thing, I totally understand. But I have been enjoying, like, Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. I enjoyed the Wolverine. You know, there is a few that I really enjoy, so I might be checking this one out as well. And last but not least, we have X-Men #1, which is written by Jerry Duggan, drawn by Pepe Larraz, and it has some really great covers. I'm really interested in the Scotty Young, like always, but there's also, you know, some really great Peach Momoko, there's Wonka Ball, you know, Carmen Carnero. There is some really great covers, and I really enjoy them. So if X-Men are your theme, we do have a new team in this one. It is Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Sunfire, Rogue, Wolverine, Sync, and Polaris. So I'm very excited to see what this new team of X-Men does. I'm going to miss Jonathan Hickman writing that, but I know he'll be doing Inferno and things like that. And I really do like Jerry Duggan's writing, so I am interested to see how the X-Men can evolve from here. Now time for our late printings. We have Ant #12 second print, done by beautiful Eric Larson. We have Geiger #3 second print. I really enjoy this late printing cover. I think it's a really nice one. We have Magic the Gathering #3 second print. We also have Nottingham #1 fourth print, #2 third print, and #3 second print. We have Noctera #2 fourth print, Noctera #3 third print. And last but not least, we have some of my favorite covers for this week is going to be Stray Dogs #1 fourth print, #2 third print, #3 third print, and #4 third print. And I really like the movie homage covers, and if you never got a chance to read these Stray Dogs comics, I highly recommend reading Stray Dogs. It's a really great story and a really great run, and I enjoyed it from start to finish. I loved everything about it, and I am just so excited that it became so popular the way it is, and that it will be continuing. So, be sure to check out all these comics and many more at your local comic book shop this Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. Have a great day.